everybody, and welcome back to the Wattpad Book Club. I'm your host, Phoenix, and today I got my lovely old friend over here, Joline, with me on another day of this.
Hello.
You're here. I missed you last week.
You know, I got a family.
I know. You're never home, and you. What about us?
Wait, what?
I'm kidding.
I've never what? No, I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said you're never around anymore. You abandoned this family.
I had to go to war.
Not the war. But anyway, the wheel was fun, and Jolene decided that, I guess the wheel decided that Jolene has a choice to make, like in Saw.
Mhm.
So, Jolene made the choice of us finishing the Waluigism book that we've been procrastinating on reading, mainly because the wheel has not been so generous with us.
Look, I wanted Waluigi, but I had to do it. It was for the greater good.
Yeah. Why the fuck is Elf texting me? What the fuck?
Elf!
Elf, get
This is
out
so
of here!
professional of you.
Leave! I just looked over and
Hold up.
the bubbles. It's spooked
I'm gonna send him something right now.
Ew! Why is he messaging me? I didn't mean to say ew. I get that same reaction to like fucking old ex. I'm like, ew! Gross! Oh, he even sent me a funny meme. Now I feel bad.
Oh shit.
Wait. It's fine. Elf, I'm sorry if you see this. But anyway, we're gonna have read some Waluigism, because obviously right now we need some religion, especially me right now. I just made fun of a person just for texting me. I probably need God. And that God is Waluigi. So excited! Alright, I do have a coin with me. A lovely quarter that has a peach on it. Standing for Georgia, as Jolene said before this recording.
I did. Very smart.
Do you want to be heads or tails?
Tails. I want to be second.
Alright,
I'll be honest with you. Yes! I've been blessed today.
Oh, you know what? I saw like a meme that like perfectly encapsulated everything I am on Wattpad Book Club. Of just like it came from like the class of 09, and it was like this like, here, read this book. This one's easy. Here, start with this page. And it was like like someone guy that doesn't know how to like is reading poorly. It's like you picked a hard one. This is a Dr. Seuss book. That's me reading. Not knowing how to pronounce shit. Not knowing how to read. So I can't wait to butcher most of these people's names and normal words that are in English. Can't wait for it.
You're gonna say Pia in... Wait, hold on. Let me find another name. In Twad. Instead of Peach and Toad.
Twad. I'm saying Twad.
Twad. Toad.
Twad. Patches. Pacha.
Patch.
Alright, chapter 7. I'm kind of glad that you're reading last, like, for this last chapter. That way it's like an improvement. Like, the story ends on, like, a good note.
Oh, no.
Anyway, chapter 7. One day, news came to the human there's a human capital? Just for humans? Cool. I don't know why, I got a flashback to, like, the Robots movie, where there's just a town called Robot City. Anyway, that wasn't that funny. Anyway, news came to the human capital that their ally, Princess Peach, has been kidnapped by Bowser, and the humans find it tremendously funny that their enemy were not attacking them, but rather a useless kingdom that happened to be nearby. Nevertheless, the Toads have been loyal to the humans and given order to otherwise an Arctic domain. Awesome.
Anarchic. Wait.
Antarctic?
Anarchic.
Antarctic?
Anarchic? It's
Anarchy!
anarchic, like Yeah.
Isn't anarchy like there's no rules and everyone can just do whatever the fuck they want?
Yes.
Oh.
A little bit chaotic.
Yippee!
Yay!
The humans decided to do the bare minimum and send a local plumber named Mario to save the princess. I like how just a local plumber, they're like,
it's just some random guy.
They come to fix your plumbing, and they're like, "All right, you're hired. You were gonna need you to go to this world and save this princess." And they're like, "Oh shit."
Shit. Here we go again.
Yeah. It's fair to say that Mario's character was very ordinary, was chosen for the role because he's not interesting enough to draw attention to the public. Damn, that's so fucking mean. He was chosen for being basic. Beta ass smart. In a world of airships and various forms of magical power, there is no chance that a human population will begin to view this arbitrary typical. Let's go. Arbitrary typical working man as a hero. Mario was deliberately selected so that the media would not pay attention and call for more action to protect their allies in the Mushroom Kingdom. When the news that only Mario was being sent to protect the Mushroom Kingdom reached Bowser, he decided that the best course of action was to make Mario's journey so tedious that he would give up of boredom. Bowser developed a plan shadow-cloned copies of himself across the kingdom. Mario would be unable to figure out where Bowser and the princess were because he would continuously be tricked by Bowser's doppelgangers. This would give him all the time he needed to help Princess Peach develop a parental relationship with Bowser Jr., who was technically her biological... Wait, that's canon in this book? She gave birth to that? I don't know what to say.
My god.
It's canon.
Oh wait, a parental relationship.
Oh
wait, technically, wait. Sorry, I didn't see that part.
That was the one part I focused on. I'm like, what? Biological? Man, that must have hurt.
Science.
Well, she had a C.
They had a surrogate.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess. Bowser may have be a maniacal war criminal, but to his credit, he also took the process of parenting seriously.
I like how that's canon across all grounds. Yeah. Bowser's a good dad.
He's just a dad.
He might be a bad guy, but he's a good dad.
Yes. I love whenever they release like a console for like any like the Nintendo things, they always have like this little ad about like all the features, and they have like Mario characters like portray like different ones, so like the cloud storage and whatnot. For parental control, it's always Bowser and Bowser Jr. and like Bowser restricts the time for Bowser Jr.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. I think it shows on the Switch, like there's like parental roles, and like you can lock the Switch or like make it like an hour timer, so they can't play past an hour unless they have your pin or whatever. Little guy, he just wants to play Mario Kart. That being said, it is pretty obvious that Bowser Jr. would have benefited more from a second parental figure who was actually willing to take on that role. But Bowser had been deprived of parental love all of his life, and had mistakenly believed that parental love must come from their biological parents. Needless to say, biological parents can be,
malevolent,
thank you, as surrogate parents can be loving. It is also worth mentioning that single parents, many of whom have made the correct decision to leave a detrimental relationship, are fully capable of giving a child support and affection. Oh, what the fuck? Is that an ad? Get out of there! Shoo, I don't have a car!
You got an ad before me.
Yeah, I got on my fucking computer in between the story. What is this bullshit? I don't want to buy a Toyota. I want to read about Luigi being Jesus. Bowser could easily have been able to kill Mario by grouping a platoon of soldiers in one single area and constructing an inescapable trap. But if they killed Mario, then the human kingdom might start to take them more seriously. The Koopa military was still researching tools of war, and were not yet ready for an all-out conflict with the humans. After Mario had successfully made it through the fourth world, quote-unquote, of Bowser's kingdom, soldiers began abandoning Bowser's military. They thought it was a waste of their time to stand idly in an uninhabited area to slow Mario down. To solve this problem, Bowser enlisted some enterprising management and marketing consultants. I love that. He's like, oh, we need to get more minions. Hold on, I gotta talk to my marketing team. Gotta get some recruiters. The consultants quickly figured out that the Koopa youths of the time highly valued social issues and wanted to make the Goombas and Bob-ombs in their society more equal. The marketing consultants developed and focus tested a advertisement that highlighted how the different tribes in Bowser's kingdom could cooperate and utilize their diversity to defeat their enemies. Consequently, enrollment in the military massively increased because such marketing had not been done before, and the youths were not experienced, nor... Does that say cynical? I think it is, yeah, cynical enough to question whether the military's goals align with their own. The management consultants then helped the military implement inclusive programs that the minority candidates would have... God damn it. I was doing so well, and then I said it every 3 words. Tangible signs that their interests were being supported by the institution they served. However, during the training exercises, the soldiers self-separated into different tribes and subgroups. It was not that they were... It's not like there were that those... Wait, did I fuck this up?
Yeah, it's not that there was.
I skipped the ones. God damn it. Okay, it's not like... It was not that there was... And what does that fucking say?
Animosity.
Animosity between the subgroups. Only that individuals sought to work with those that were like themselves. It was because the marketing campaign had inadvertently, thank you, create a culture where individuals were primarily identified by their subgroups. This attitude stemmed from the advertisement that emphasized how different groups have distinct roles that were all necessary to help the military function. The implicit... Yeah, implicit.
It's okay, it's okay.
Sedate me! Put me out of my misery! The implicated message in the promotional material was that individuals were primarily defined by their groups, as it was the abilities of their group that allowed them to contribute to the greater good. It was a long fucking paragraph. I'm telling you right now, if this was all one paragraph for everything, I think I would have closed this book. I don't think I could have mentally handled a big ass paragraph. To many, it seemed like a good thing that the Koopa military was a space that fostered inclusion and promoted diversity. However, the message that had been created was ultimately flawed because the most important characteristic of an individual was their values, beliefs, knowledge, and determination. Oh my god, determination like an Undertale? I'm so sorry.
Dude, just play the theme here.
Yeah. These are all factors that the individual develops over time and can take pride in because they have chosen to improve themselves. Of course, it is important that individuals in an organization feel comfortable as a member of the social subgroup, especially given the historical discrimination that has been faced by groups such as the LGBTQ+ community. Organizations should implement policies that show support to subgroups and create tangible signs that groups are accepted. Yet, such policies alone cannot encourage individuals to embrace diversity because they do not relate to the most important aspects of individual identity. Membership to a certain group says nothing about one's compassion, ingenuity or integrity. Arguably, if the leadership of a subgroup is underrepresented in an organization's leadership, it is necessary to identify the systemic factors that contribute to the inequality. God, I just read this.
It's okay. Take your time. Breathe.
Inequality. Such as the... I was doing so well. What the fuck happened? I got a brain cell for 1 second and then it just went... just fucked off. I lost my space. What is wrong with me? Okay, such as the composition of leadership teams. I got it.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Sorry. I got lost for a minute.
Did you get an ad for a card?
Oh, no, I did not.
Good.
My ad is...
Individual set of statistics about experiences of subgroups often clearly indicate the presence of inequality. However, those who rightfully advocate for change often find themselves party to a does that say
sociocultural?
Sociocultural narrative that only identifies symptoms rather than true problems. However, as Mario continued his journey through the world, quote-unquote, of Bowser's Kingdom, something strange happened. Bored Lakitu with a camera decided to document Mario's adventures and post it on YouTube. Oh my god, Mario became the first influencer! Oh my god, that's crazy! Hey, so guys, it's Scares here, and today we're gonna be rescuing another princess from this castle. I have a really high feeling that she's in World 5. Let's get some likes and comments down below.
Really help me out.
Yeah, really help me out, guys. If this video gets to 50 likes, then we're gonna go over to World 6 and see what's up there. And the algorithm quickly figured out that viewers of the videos were a couple of men built cool sculptures in the jungle without modern tools, also like watching Mario jump around. Mario's Adventures... Yeah. That's so me! Mario's Adventures quickly became popular because they were placed in many people's recommended feeds. Naria watched his popularity and panicked, for they did not want anyone to start caring about Mario's missions to save the princess. Bizarrely, no one seemed to care that only an ordinary plumber had been sent to do such an important task. That such an ordinary figure could meet such immense responsibility was a source of inspiration to the masses, and Bowser saw that the human public had begun to care about Mario's adventures. Not wanting to initiate further conflict before his military... What?
Sorry, no, keep reading. It's like the next sentence.
Okay. Before his military was developed, Bowser decided to let Mario win. Bowser... What does that say? Distilled some nether wart. I'm in a Minecraft.
Yeah.
Distilled some nether wart into a glass bottle of water, and Bowser distilled some magma cream into the resulting potion. And Bowser distilled some redstone as a result of mixture to a good measure. Bowser installed a big red button in his throne that opened his floor to a lava pit. Naturally, when Mario reached the throne room, he jumped on the button, causing Bowser to fall into the lava. No one thought to question why Bowser would bother to pay expensive contractors to design and install such a contraption. Because the human government was naive, they truly believed that Bowser had died because they did not think that he would make a fire-resistant plus could exist beyond their realm of knowledge. You know what, us reading a fanfiction that turns into Minecraft is not on my fucking bingo card.
No, not really?
No, I was not expecting fucking Waluigism to bring up Minecraft. That was not on the list.
I'm sorry, can we talk about how Wattpad Premium is like $90 a year?
It's $90?
$90.
0.
9 0. 9
That's
as
some
in the
bullshit.
number before 10, and then
Who the
0.
fuck pays for fucking Wattpad Premium?
I don't know,
Not
man.
my ass. Dude, I don't even pay for YouTube Premium. I go on that site way more.
Spotify?
Oh, I don't pay for that.
Huh?
Oh, my aunt does. I don't pay for it.
Oh. I was gonna be like,
How you get no ads?
that's genuinely gonna be my question. No, I gotta have this audiobook.
Yeah. And so, oh fuck. Solipsistic, yes. For the humans, that they resolved to waste no more resources on the Mushroom Kingdom now that Bowser's defeat had been caught on camera. Oh my god, Bowser died, caught on camera, not clickbait? Princess Peach returned to the Mushroom Kingdom, somewhat angry that only a plumber had been sent to save her. Oopsies. Final chapter!
A little ungrateful.
Yeah, a little bitchy.
The heroics of Mario led to a change in the culture of the human empire. Before, all its subjects had believed themselves as part of a greater whole and not think to examine how their unified society could limit their fundamental freedom. Yet, in seeing that Mario had toppled a kingdom by himself, the denizens of the Mushroom Kingdom were reminded of their own agency, and many didn't much like seeing their paychecks diminished by taxes, nor did they understand the extent to which the government policies were beneficial to them. The fact that a lowly plumber could topple an empire also led some to argue that society was purely meritocratic, ignoring the impact of systematic inequality, and so, by popular demand, the government lowered taxes under the ideal of ooze-down economics. At the same time, the technological advancements were making education a practical necessity for higher-paid work. Hence, mainly the wealthy became educated, and mainly the educated became wealthy. Ironically, many of who believed in changing the social contract suffered for it, but they were steadfast in their beliefs.
Question: when does Waluigi get into this?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, what if we just read this and there's no Waluigi?
There's no Waluigi. We just got pranked. Also, why the fuck am I getting recommended an SMG4X Tari? No, I don't want that. Get that shit out of here.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
At the same time, no, you're good. You're good. I just had to remember what each of them look like.
Oh.
At the same time, the cultural institutions of the empire became diminished. Because society was more interconnected, people began to turn away from the human houses of worship that had maintained the social fabric. Moreover, people desiring change began to criticize the adherence to tradition of the religious order. Over time, the socio-structural, progress-oriented youth felt no obligation to attend religious ceremonies, causing their examination of spiritual and moral issues to become diminished. This degradation caused some to romanticize the moral values taught by religion and ascribe many complex societal issues to the ignorance of the youth. Ultimately, the idea that individuals should be responsible for their own circumstances was an attractive one. Though individuals might spend significant time, effort, and anxiety attempting to understand the bigger picture, no one person or narrative can contain a one-size-fits-all approach to a fulfilling life. This explains both the degradation and necessity of a religious narrative. Inevitably, religious tradition becomes outdated and conflicts with the changing societal values. Yet, religion also has been the most successful at facilitating individual moral development. I'm so sorry, my brain just...
Dude, same. My brain just be doing shit.
Yeah. Considering this contradiction, perhaps all that individuals are capable of doing is ensuring that they critically examine their circumstances and ethics. Most all people imagine that those with opposing beliefs are somehow deluded or misguided. This leads to an obvious question. How is it possible that so many people could be so sure of something so fundamentally incorrect? If many other people are often incorrect, then what is it that makes you so different from them as to be susceptible to ignorance? Take, for example, criminal justice as an institution that both provides society broadly with security and justifies the incursion of individual freedom. Some restrictions on behavior are surely necessary for harmonious societies, and most would not argue that rules can be enforced by goodwill alone. Some would say that those who go against the law are deserving of punishment, while others question the fairness of the law and believe criminals need rehabilitation. The victim of a heinous crime may be vindicated by a hefty sentence, yet the criminal realizes the error of their ways after only a year and fundamentally changes their beliefs. And both things can and are true at once, despite appearing to be fundamentally contradict each other. There is always a risk to such issues that we may look to another who leans the opposite way on an issue and focus on the fact of differing beliefs. And enough such oh god. And if enough such differences accumulate, then individuals may form groups and adopt a tribal mentality. And then issues cease to be about balancing two opposing ideals, but rather become conflict for its own sake, seeking to enhance the power of the Koopa military. I'm sorry, that is so funny to me. Like, it's societal issues, and then speaking to Koopa military. Bowser departed with his top generals on a mission to find a lost shrine of the Goomba sages, containing the untold knowledge of Ki. For Bowser had a key level of pride, which may allow for technique of destruction that has never been imagined before. So Bowser's expedition crossed terrain for a great many days and nights until they came upon a great, seemingly conic mountain that extended beyond the heavens. The clouds that touched the mountain systematically precipitated, causing a constant flow of water to stream down in a spiraling pattern, and the path that the water had carved out over a millennium provided the only feasible way to climb upward. Upon closer inspection, the sides of the mountain were made of a smooth stone. At the foot of the mountain was a bizarre, inscribed image of many amorphous blobs, seemingly misconfigured from their natural state. And so, for an entire day, from dawn till dusk, the party embarked up the tower. It was slow, wading through the opposing currents, and to stop would mean being swiftly carried all the way back down. Bowser began to suspect the flowing structure had originally been intended as a vain symbol of power to justify what seemed to be an exorbitant construction of a literal mountain. And eventually, they climbed the stream to the point that it touched the clouds. I think about clouds, and I think about how clouds simply, kind of act as, or at least, thunderclouds work as a particle accelerator, and I think about that all the time, ever since I learned it. But anyway, further above was a platform with an ornate temple in the center. Surrounding the holy place was 12 pillars that appeared to be holding up an even more mountain, though all Bowser saw was a flat roof. Hanging off the platform's edge was what appeared to be a rusted machination that must have once carried an elevator up and down from. But just as the party was acclimating themselves to their new location and taking some much-needed rest, they noted the sole other party had dared to adventure upward, a lone Cheep Cheep. It must have believed the Cheep Cheep myth that one could become a dragon by climbing the passage of water up a mountain. Sadly, Bowser knew that only those belonging to the 12 tribes had been blessed with genuine powers by the Great Star, while the other members of Bowser's party prepared for a hearty dinner of fish. Bowser himself felt his inner flame burn even brighter as he entered the temple alone. And in the central chamber was a single tablet, with the only inscription that Bowser could find. and the inscription read, "The world is as it is of necessity, something that can be imagined. Not unique nor special, not holy nor chosen, but both truth and perspective, both meaningful and meaningless. That which flows through all things is so of necessity, an arbitrary opposition of hierarchy. There can be no life without change. There can be no continuity without sustenance. Both freedom and restriction are dictated by circumstance. Your choices are your own."
I'm just imagining after he reads that, the sky opens and Waluigi starts levitating towards Bowser. T-posing and just
Descending
goes,
from the heavens. The inscription did not contain some unknowable truth, like the dragon scroll from the acclaimed puppet show Tai Chi Blackjack.
What?
Like, you know what that reference is, right?
Is it Kung Fu Panda?
Yes.
Okay. And
The
then
dragon
it's a puppet show, and I'm like, that's an animation. That's a puppet.
Puppet show Tai Chi Blackjack. It was a mirror to Bowser's psyche and reflected his fury. He had no control over his existence. As an impure being, imbued with a great power, yet he was tasked with imagining and enacting an ideal future for himself in his world. At that moment, Bowser realized that there was no need to continue down the violent path he had chosen for himself. If the world was ambiguous and complicated, then Bowser owed nothing to his previous perception of his identity. So, Bowser resolved to establish a peace that would prevent the circumstances that produced him from reoccurring. Yet, something bothered Bowser about this newfound insight. If he and the blessings of the Great Star were entirely arbitrary, then what sense did it make to structure society around them? That with which individuals identify with is a product of their circumstances. But what good is an identity accepted, but not understood or examined? Perhaps it would be best if all society was unified under the ideal of accepting their common differences. So, Bowser went to the Mushroom Kingdom and apologized for that whole kidnapping thing.
The whole kidnapping thing.
The whole kidnapping thing. Princess Peach did not personally accept the apology, but was pragmatic and to recognize that an alliance would be preferable to the alternative, because the human rulers no longer controlled their denizens due to the impact of social change. Mario set up a private company to profit off his recognizable brand. Upon being approached by Bowser, Mario recognized that they should make a lot of money by selling books and videos of themselves. The company produced a great many successful products, including an origin story of Mario, Mario's initial adventure, tennis spin-off, pinball, golf, a story made by a third party but packaged as a Mario story, another longer Mario story with better production values, baseball, a black and white flip book, a medical training course, a painting canvas, a weird time travel story, another flip book featuring an evil version of Mario, a 3D action set, a typing manual, a brand of electric vehicle, which is off price that was overvalued, half a dozen board games, a vacation, Mario-themed paper cutouts, a few Mario adventures with better graphics, Mario going to space, Mario going around the world.
Beautiful. I would play all that.
And so, Mario's brand. That they hire another plumber to play Mario's weaker brother Luigi.
Do you want Luigi like that?
And they hired an evil copy of Mario called Wario to continue that weird trend where supervillains are basically the same powers as a superhero. At one point, they needed someone to be Wario's partner for the tennis video, and out of nowhere came a being of supreme beauty and magnificence. I heard you wanted another player of tennis. The director of the tennis game did not ask the executive creative team for permission to include this character, but did anyway because it was convenient. And that creative director gave the actor the screen name of Waluigi.
Yes!
He's had the meaning of it. Finally, it only took 10 chapters.
Yeah, they introduced the main character.
uh, which had the meaning of a bad copy in the human language. Little did the director know that any name given to the being would always start with the holy syllable, Wa. And Waluigi was 7 foot and 7 inches tall, making
Man,
him
that's a
appear
big
as though
boy.
he was a warped
Sorry.
reflection. Warped reflects the relatively tall Luigi. But when talking to Waluigi, no one thought to look upwards at his face. And Waluigi wore a fake pink nose and mustache, so those who saw his face would not be consumed with the divine light of innate beauty. He still would have been considered the most handsome man alive, handsome man to ever have existed. But no one bothered to tilt their head upwards or look at his face. Of course, Waluigi was an incarnation of the divine being that was forced to witness the passage of time without the ability to change anything in aggregate. I'm gonna hope that's how that word is pronounced.
Me too.
Any action taken by the being for the purposes of helping others would inevitably result in an equally harmful reaction from an indifferent universe. Waluigi had materialized because he had taken because Bowser seemed like he was not going to commit atrocities equivalent to those who had been inflicted on his people had the being not stepped in. Perhaps it was Bowser's own free will that changed the fate of the world. Yet, it was ironic that this new age of stability was preferred on the ideation of a perfectly ordinary, meaningless man. Whereas, before people... Oh my gosh, can't see! Whereas, before people had formed identities based on a membership to a group with common customs and traditions, now there was no actual basis for identity other than the manufactured image of the plumber. But society across the world had become industrious and peaceful in this new age. And the commercial director of the company decided to canonize all their intellectual property in a single Super Smash Bros. Ultimate fighting movie starring Mario. But if every character were included, there would be nothing special about the inclusion of the character. So, the director decided to exclude one character so that all the other characters would be set apart and special. And the character chosen was Waluigi because he was believed to be a warped copy of the warped copy of Mario, who retained none of Mario's original identity. However, defining what the other characteristics were through an opposition to Waluigi gave them an innate sense of value, for we can only understand ourselves in comparison to others, and Waluigi wad out a melancholy. It was only by devaluing himself that the cultural icon who maintained society would become legitimate. Waluigi sacrificed his identity so that people of the world could ascribe meaning to their lives through the consumption of mass media. Waluigi did not know if this new form of identity, though arbitrary, culture produced by private companies would stand the test of time. But at least it was better than the division of the tribal system that had come before it.
Can't believe they brought in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and told us that he wasn't invited.
What?
This is crazy.
I feel like I understood every word separately.
I think, yeah. How do you feel?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I simply do not know.
Do you feel awakened religiously? Are you ready to follow Waluigi into the temple? And I don't know.
Well, we're not working. He didn't. He didn't die for our sins, so to speak,
Yeah.
but he died for our sense of value within ourselves.
Maybe the real value was the Waluigis made along the way. I don't think that made sense. Maybe the real One Piece was the friends we made along the way.
Oh my god, no!
I'm sorry, I was trying really hard not to. Sorry.
6 months hiatus, my friend.
I'm sorry, for like 6 months. That'll give me enough time to catch up, I'm sure.
Me?
If you watch 6 episodes a day, you'll definitely catch up.
Oh, can't do it. I can't sit still.
Put Subway Surfers on next to the TV, it'll be fine.
No!
Anyway, but what's the overall of this book? I wish it had more Waluigi. I wish there was. I liked how they kind of tied all the things together, I guess. Like with the lore of Nintendo.
Mm.
I'm just sad that Waluigi. It's the name of the book is called Waluigism, and we didn't get to see Waluigi until literally the final chapter. I'm a little sad about it. Will I get over it? No, but I will try.
I mean, I don't know.
Wait, Joline, are you ready to spin the wheel?
Oh my gosh, I am ready to spin the wheel.
Alright, let's fucking do it.
Why did it say my voice may be recorded? I literally got a notification for that.
What? what for
it's
what?
Like you're using some sort of software that my voice may be recorded.
Oh yeah.
I think that's silly.
Alright, we got options.
Okay. Just spin it! Ah!
Stop yelling at me, insensitive!
Yes! I win!
I always come back.
You know what it is!
Oh yeah, we're gonna read, fuck. I messed up. Can I try again?
Try what again?
I was gonna make a joke and then I fumbled my words. Can I try again?
Okay, no, yeah, I didn't hear nothing.
Okay. Alright, so take two?
Yeah, take two. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh yeah, it's your choice. You know what that means?
Woo! What it?
Stop. We're reading Soul to a Gang Leader Part 2, 3.
Give me that Waluigi.
We're gonna pull out a gun.
Shoot, did I end up reading that new chapter? There was another new chapter and I don't remember.
Of course you read all the new chapters.
Hey, watch yourself.
I'm watching myself right now. I'm looking at myself. Got eyes in the back of my head, like a hawk.
I'm actually at the window.
The fuck?
Look. Okay, I need you to move back and just look out the window. I need you. I'm
going.
You gotta look out to your left.
I am looking.
Did you hear that?
Should I worry?
I fell in the pool.
Oh, no, that's the sound. Alright, Joline. I'm very excited to read more about Waluigi.
I hope you are.
I don't have to read any big boy words ever again.
Well,
I meant like that text, like that. I don't know why. My brain fucked up every word in every sentence, like it was a challenge.
Oh, that fic you like from like SMG thing. It updated.
Oh, the fucking soup?
Yeah, the soup one. Did you read it?
I made sure to stay updated on that one. I screeched. I was like, ah! It was a beautiful moment in history for me.
We're at 14.
Well, anyway, Joline, thanks for joining. I highly appreciate it.
It was very fun, you know.
Yes. Oh my god, we're so crazy reading fan fiction at our age. There's a playlist on screen of all the other Wattpad book club readings I've done, including with Joline. There's some other people on there too, so go check it out. And then I guess thank you to the guy that made the Waluigi book. This was awesome. I love reading about.
Wait, isn't his name Venus?
I don't know. I don't know. I put the book in the description. That's all I'm required.
Oh,
I don't want to
okay
go
then.
back.
Damn.
Anyway, my name is Phoenix. That was Jolene. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.